What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live for a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we are back out with some more Hal Jordan, for we are diving into Green Lantern issue number 5. But before you enter the world of DC, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. So what are you waiting for? Let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's maximize our willpower with Green Lantern issue number 5. So our story begins with a global transmission from none other than Sinestro himself. For you see, the Green Lantern super baddie has a message for the people of Earth. He tells the world that they've all grown complacent and greedy, and because of this, Sinestro is determined to expose them to fear. And with that, he activates the drones that he stole from Ferris Aircraft in the previous issue, and orders them to destroy a city. Meanwhile, at Ferris Aircraft, Carol gets informed of the devastation caused by the drones, one of the drones having destroyed Hub City, and that 3 more are in the air and are heading towards population centers. Now wait a minute. You, the reader, are probably asking, hey, wait a second, why doesn't the Air Force deploy pilots to intercept? Well, check it. So far during testing, the drones have been able to defeat every single human pilot during combat scenarios. So yeah, sending pilots wouldn't be in any ways helpful. But fortunately, Hal Jordan, he isn't just some pilot, he's also a Green Lantern. Alas, Hal Jordan has his mission, to stop the drones from wiping out cities. Now, seeing Hal is on the scene, Sinestro orders his henchmen to cloak the drones from Hal's sights, and that's exactly what happens. And boy oh boy, have things gotten a whole lot harder. Via communications, Carol tells Hal that in order to stay invisible, the drones bend light around them. Therefore, Hal, using his Green Lantern ring, constructs a visor that can filter various wavelengths of light. Thus, he successfully destroys a drone above the skies of Tokyo. However, after doing so, Hal figures out that Sinestro's plan and the logic as to why he's doing this. For he's trying to cause fear among the people of Earth in order to power up his ring so that he can leave the planet and go back home. And so to counteract the fear, Hal finds a new group reporting on the drone's activity at Tokyo and delivers a speech to the people of Earth. He tells them not to give in to fear, because that's what Sinestro wants. Instead, humanity has to be brave and power through that fear, because the ability to overcome fear is what makes them special among all other species throughout the universe. Afterwards, Hal goes back into the sky just as Sinestro prepares for the final phase of his plan. Back at Ferris Airfield, the analysts find a signal to track down the last 2 drones, which are heading in 2 opposite directions, one towards Washington DC and the other heading towards Moscow. Now, in terms of speed, Hal won't be able to stop both missiles, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. For we see Hal fly into low orbits, and from there he generates 2 constructs that will follow the drones. But this isn't going to be easy peasy. Hal will have to control them both as the constructs head off into opposite directions. In other words, Hal will need to push his limits. He will have to pull a Spider-Man 2 in order to save the day. And because this is a superhero comic book, because this is Green Lantern, that's exactly what happens. The 2 remaining drones are destroyed and the day is saved. But the comic isn't over just yet. After Ferris Airfield pinpoints the instigator's location, Hal flies over to Arizona and breaks into Sinestro's bunker. However, much to Hal's surprise, he finds the villain to be by himself. Now get ready for some villain speak, beautiful people, because Sinestro tells our hero that after their last confrontation, something happened to the emotional spectrum, and he was left without power. Thus, he tried to return home, and though he tried to return home, it became impossible, as the United Planets closely monitored travel around Earth. Being trapped without a way home was frustrating enough for Sinestro, but what really infuriated him the most was that the people of Earth didn't fear him anymore. That's why he wanted to cause fear among humans. He wanted to return home and to feel powerful again. But Hal, always the optimist, had to screw that up. And because of this, Sinestro is pissed. He is angry, and from there, we see red energy surrounding Sinestro. And with that, the villain openly proclaims his rage. And that, folks, was the end of Green Lantern issue number 5. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. When it comes to JeremyAdams' Green Lantern, one of my initial criticisms were the issue's length. For the first few issues or so, it felt as if there wasn't enough story for the reader to get hooked, or to feel a need with continuing the run. However, what I did say was despite the story's length, every comic felt like a Green Lantern classic story. Literally every issue has felt like Silver Age Green Lantern, but with a 2023 lens. And ever since issue 4, each issue has gotten bigger and bigger, including this one. I'm sure the beginning of this run had a lot to do with night terrors and all that nonsense, which is why I hate events, but that's a tale for a different day. Putting that aside, if you're looking for some classic Green Lantern with a 2023 layer, added with a Top Gun feel, then this is the book for you. The issue has super heroics for Hal Jordan, along with a Sinestro who, yes, is typically not viewed as your standard bad guy. He's kind of like, Magneto, where his intentions are sound. However, it's the way he goes about it that's wrong. And when I read this issue, I really like the reason for him wanting to blow up cities. Obviously, blowing up a city is bad, but for Sinestro, he doesn't really care. Earth isn't his home. What matters to him is his home planet. And because of that, you can see where he's coming from. Whereas with other villains, they just want to blow up and destroy things because of plot or simply because they're bad guys. There seems to be strategy and actual reason for Sinestro. And lastly, when it comes to art, Ximanico is killing it. I feel like with every issue, the more and more he draws, the more comfortable and fluid he gets with drawing Green Lantern and his constructs. It's fantastic stuff. So yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer over at SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 6? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.